Thank you very much, Ellie. Now looking at national news, a new government report puts the nation's top intelligence officials at odds with the president over global dangers. The assessment warning of growing cyber and espionage threats that could disrupt U.S. infrastructure, but making no mention of the southern border. ABC's Mona Kassar Abdi is in Washington with more. Thank you very much, Ellie. Now today started the kickoff for the capital campaign to reopen Holy Name High School in Escanaba. Holy Name High School has been closed since 1971. They are looking to do a two-phase campaign, with the first phase being a $6.5 million campaign to get the high school up and running.
So hopefully the Wildcats can win that game tomorrow. We'll see. It was a close game.
Yeah, well, when I was there, I feel like I was watching football, but on the ice. Like, Mankato, their people were flying through the air, and I was like, that's really weird.
Not humanly?
It was like the only other aggressive game I've seen since I am an NMU grad was usually a Tech versus NMU game. This one, though, Mankato's definitely, they're definitely showing that. An ice game.
See what I did there?
I did see what you did there. But yeah, no, these guys are really showing what they have because they are one of the top teams out there. So they showed NMU a hard time.
There you go.
So
Dan said it first, guys.
Oh, thanks, Kaylee. All right, thank you. And the CW5 weather forecast is coming up next tonight on CW5 News Primetime. Stay with us. And speaking of winter time in the UP means below zero temperatures for those who inhabit the area. It also means locals need to bundle up in order to avoid exposure to those conditions to prevent frostbite or worse. In this week's ABC 10 feature, Dane Wormlinger met with a local doctor to discuss the warning signs of exposure and how to prevent damage. Thank you very much, Ellie. Now into national news. President Trump and lawmakers have announced a tentative deal to temporarily end the government shutdown. For now, the president backed off his demand for billions for a border wall, but threatened to shut down the government again in 3 weeks if he doesn't get wall funding. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the latest from Washington. I gotta say, Kaylee, that's gotta be such a heartwarming gift.
Sweet.
Yeah,
that's sweet to give someone a car.
Yeah, really, and it's a car. I mean, those are expensive.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, you know what? There's some good in the world, isn't there?
There's always good in the world.
Yes, there is. All right, thank you, Kaylee, and thank you for joining us, everyone. For ABC 10 News Now, for the latest news, weather, and sports, check out our website at abc10up.com. Have a nice night. In downtown Marquette, Hot Plate is now open under new ownership, and it is better than ever. Escanaba, Michigan is the home to the state's #1 diner, and that's Rosie's. Aspirus' new facility is now up and running and will be open to the public March 19th. Reporting from Iron River, I'm Dan Callahan from ABC 10 and the CW5. This event has helped many NMU students and entrepreneurs alike in helping them gain more insight on their future careers and businesses. Reporting from Marquette, I'm Dan Callahan from ABC 10 and the CW5.
I'm pretty upset right now. The Eastern Conference semifinals game just ended between the Celtics and the Sixers the Sixers blew a 22-point lead and lost, and Ben Simmons scored 1 point. So not a good look. Not a good start to the series for the Sixers, but I know you said you're a Toronto Raptors fan, so you're kind of in the same boat as me. Not a good start. The Cavs are up 2-0 on them.
I am not happy about LeBron. Just no. I'm sorry.
You can't argue LeBron. He's the best basketball player in the league.
Okay, I can't deny that, but the team could be a lot better. You can't be the only.
LeBron is the team.
Exactly. That's the issue. I definitely think there's improvement within the team and not LeBron.
Exactly. So. And I just need to ask you, why do you like the Raptors?
Oh boy. Well, it's also, it's funny that you asked that. They're the only team that's not in the U.S., and they have a dinosaur as a mascot. And so, yes, that's exactly why I like them.
That's a good reasoning.
Yeah, that's what I thought,
I think it's
unique.
Good.
I'm new to sports, It's okay. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Rachel, for that wonderful conversation about the Toronto Raptors.
The Blind Pig 906 is a modern-day speakeasy located in the Upper Peninsula. The establishment is built in a bar that was around during the 1920s and is now being revived in the 21st century. The theme is pulling back from the roots of the UP during the Prohibition era. The owner never thought she would be running her own business, especially a speakeasy-styled bar, but she is ready to make it her own and bring a little history of the UP Prohibition to her customers.
During Prohibition, they called bars the Blind Pigs, the Blind Tigers. They sell at entrance to get in to see like a Greenland pig, charge you $25 entrance fee, and then give you a complimentary gin or whiskey drink as a way of kind of bypassing Prohibition laws. So we went with the Blind Pig because of the speakeasy feel and the history.
The Blind Pig 906 has 2 entrances with only an image of their logo. This allows the business to give customers an ominous feel.
After finding the establishment, the only way in is to go into a basement. This pushes the concept of a speakeasy back during the Prohibition era, even more as you venture back into the history of that era.
Other than the fact that we are underground and there's not, we don't have any street signs that say the blind pig outside. If you don't know you're looking for our giant pig with a blindfold, then you probably won't find us. And it's mostly a back alley entrance, so it's kind of got that speakeasy feel when you walk in the door. A lot of people, the first week when we were open, made the comment that they were scared when they walked in. And then they came around the corner and they're like, whoa, I didn't expect to see this huge bar underground, that nobody had any idea was even here.
This establishment is trying to change that scene and do something different in the nightlife of Iron Mountain.
All the bars around here are all the same thing. And when she told me her ideas and that it was going to be something different, I was 100% in. It's just nice to do something different. You know, everybody around here just gets sick of the same thing week after week. So everything we do is just different from everybody else.
So if you are looking for a chance to jump back in time to the Prohibition era with a little bit of a modern touch, then the Blind Pig may be the place for you. Reporting from Iron Mountain, I'm Dan Callahan for ABC 10 and the CW5. The Iron Mountain Downtown Development Authority and the Svelata Foundation invited the community today to join them in the unveiling of the newest mural of the Power of Words project. These projects were all done in the downtown area of Iron Mountain on the walls of a few local businesses. These artists put their hearts into their craft and worked long and hard hours to complete all 3 murals in just 4 weeks. As you can see, the finished product is breathtaking.
Maya and her team have been working really hard, and last summer they completed 1 beautiful mural in 1 month, and this summer they did 3 in 1 month, so it's pretty awesome to see.
These murals were also helped out by students who received scholarships from the Svelata Foundation to come and intern under Maya. But some young students also came to just be a part of the project itself. Maya is always looking for more help on future projects as well.
We give a lot of scholarships to work on these projects, and it's a lot of work to reach out to we try to reach out to the individual teachers from all the different areas, but I could certainly use a lot more applications than I get, and also the local artists. You know, we want them to apply to work with us.
Later this week, Maya Tavenati will be heading out of Iron Mountain and heading right to Manistee, where she'll be working on her next big project. Reporting from Iron Mountain, I'm Dan Callahan for ABC 10 and the CW5. If you're a connoisseur of craft beer and looking for a reason to go out tonight, well, it is International Beer Day.
International Beer Day is just a worldwide day for people to get together with their friends and go out and enjoy beer. It's also a good day to kind of give a nod to the people that pour your pints and brew your beer.
The Upper Peninsula has been a great spot for the growing of the craft beer industry. It has gotten so big that it has been adopted into the culture of the UP.
We have kind of developed our own beer culture, and a lot of it just comes from all over the world. You know, we appreciate beer styles that have developed elsewhere, and now we kind of put our creative twist on beer here in the United States, and it's just kind of a fun thing for people to get out and enjoy with their friends.
This process of crafting beer with exotic ingredients is a time-consuming and creative process, especially when creating different flavors. Although many don't know the time it takes to make some of these specialty brews. So Brian, how long does it take usually to brew a new batch?
Usually a couple weeks. It depends. Some beer styles take longer than others, especially if you're going to do like barrel aging or something like that. It can take quite a while.
But the question is, how do you come up with these unique brews?
Here at Cognition, we get inspired just by anything, listening to music, going out to a restaurant and trying a food that might have some cool flavor combinations, and then maybe trying to create a beer off of that. Or really, there's so many different things that can inspire a beer recipe. It's just a lot like cooking in your kitchen. You know how certain things taste, and sometimes an idea pops in your head and you're like, I want to try something like that, and just kind of get creative with it, have fun with it.
Not only is crafting beer a process, but it is an art. And today is a great day to go out and support your local brewers. I'm Dan Callahan for ABC 10 and the CW5, reporting in Ishpeming. The Delta Animal Shelter is in search of anyone who is willing to adopt a couple of furry friends. The shelter is a beacon of hope for all animals that have not found their forever home. The staff is always working hard to help rehabilitate and relocate animals to new families all over the UP. But they have been very busy this year, and now they are at full capacity and in search of families to adopt.
We adopt a lot of animals. Last week we adopted 32, but then we took in 32 as well. So we're kind of at a wash. This time of year is always a busy time of year for us, with it being kitten season. One great thing about adopting from a shelter is all animals are spayed and neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, plus more.
The animal shelter is currently taking care of 182 animals at the shelter and through foster care. So if you are unable to adopt, you can volunteer or donate supplies to help the shelter meet its requirements to help all these furry little guys. But if you are looking to add to your family, then the shelter will be excited for you to come in to their facility.
Absolutely. Every household should have an animal, should have a pet. These are some of our cutest here. 2 little kittens that are going up for adoption, and they're looking for a great home to grow up in.
For more information about the Delta Animal Shelter, you can go to our website at abc10up.com. Reporting in Escanaba, I'm Dan Callahan for ABC10 and the CW5.